Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sunflower Cottage Crochet. This is Sarah, and today's tutorial is the wide ribs stitch for Tunisian crochet. So for this stitch, it is a multiple of four, I should say, plus two. Your two, or your plus two, is your right and left edge stitches, and then the rest of the four is the ribbing rather. So this is made up of Tunisian knit and Tunisian purl stitches, and it's just done in columns, so each row will be the same. So it is only a one row repeat, and again it is a multiple of 4 plus 2. So to show you how to do this, I'm going to go ahead and chain up 18 stitches. So if you want to do this with me, grab your hook and yarn and do 18, and then go ahead and complete a normal foundation row, and then we'll get started. As you can see, I have my normal foundation row complete, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the wide ribs pattern. To work this, we need to start with 2 knit stitches. If you can't remember how to do that, please refer to my Tunisian knit stitch video. So we never worked this one, we're going to start with this one. We're going to put 2 knit stitches in. So it goes between those 2 legs, as it were. Pull up a loop and do the same in the next one. Whoops, so we start out with 2 knit stitches, and now we're going to work 2 purls. And again, if you need a refresher on that, please go see the video on Tunisian purl stitches. And now we're going back to the knits, so we're going to work 2 knit stitches. Maybe. I love it when the fibers catch everything. All right. And then 2 purls. So you're going to do 2 knits followed by 2 purls all the way down, and then work a normal edge stitch. I've gathered up the row plus worked my edge stitch, and now I'm going to chain 1 and do a normal return pass. Whoop. There's the first row complete, and now all we're going to do is repeat what we just did for as big as you want your project to be. So to show you again, we don't work this one. We're going to go right in between these 2 legs here for a knit stitch in 1 and 2 spots. Now we're going to work 2 purls. Yeah, we're going to work 2 knits, and then 2 purls all the way down. So I've gathered up my row 2. I'm going to work my normal edge and a normal return pass. So now 2 rows are complete, and you can start to see that pattern building pretty nice. What I'm going to do is continue working this in the same pattern that we've been doing for a couple more rows, and then I will show you the bind off, because I really want you to see this pattern sort of as it's building up. So I'm going to get started. Again, skipping this and working this next one here. I'll work 2 knit stitches, and then 2 purls, and then 2 knits and 2 purls, and I'm going to keep doing that again all the way down. So now you can see the pattern building pretty nicely. So this is 4 rows, and it's pretty puffy because it's a bit wavy, but it's not curling. So it's another good one for if you don't want to have to do much or any blocking. So to bind off, you need to keep with the pattern. So I'm going to knit stitch, bind off this first stitch. So all you're doing is putting your hook where you would for knitting, for the knit stitch rather, and then slip stitch the top to bind off. And the same for the purling. I'm going to pull, scoop under, and then slip stitch. And I'm going to do that all the way down. I'm just going to do the stitch that's there like I have been. So here I have done my bind off all the way up to my edge stitch, and you can see what I was talking about in my basket weave tutorial, that the edge will be a bit wavy when you do some knit and some purl bind offs together. But in this case, it kind of needed it to keep in with the pattern. When you work your border across the top, it'll level out. I'm going to work this last stitch. And there it is. That is the Tunisian wide ribs. I hope this was helpful for you. Please check out the blog post for this. It's a really good tutorial. Please leave a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell icon to be notified every time we upload a new video. And I want to thank you for joining. See you in the next one. Bye.